Oh, hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode of Cycling Insider, let's talk about 2021 Focus Izalco Max Disc 8.8 road bike. As you already see, it's a mouthful of names for these Focus bikes, but it seems like it's almost a tradition now in the bike industry to give these long bike names. But before we start, if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe and hit that little bell icon because it's going to help in growing the channel. If you are already a subscriber, then of course, thank you. So, as I was saying, let's talk about the 2021 Focus Izalco Max Disc 8.8 road bike. So, as you already know, Focus is a very famous German bike company. You have probably seen them, of course, making road bikes and cross-country mountain bikes. They have a huge heritage in making both, and you have probably seen Focus bikes being ridden by professional riders on the world tour level. So this bike today is Izalco Max Disc 8.8. Let's first answer the question, who is this bike for? So you see, Izalco Max range in Focus is their top of the line, stiffest, lightest climbing machine, and now it has been also a bit aerodynamically optimized and updated, so you know the frame and the fork and some other components have gone through some aerodynamic treatment to reduce the aerodynamic drag of the bike. But essentially, always keep in mind, Izalco Max range is all about lightest, stiffest carbon fiber frames, you know, the climbing machine, the machine that professionals would use during the Grand Tour races. Retail price for this bike is 3,500 British pounds or approximately $4,500 considering the current exchange rate, so make no mistake, absolutely not a cheap bike. But since Focus has so many bike dealers around the world, I would definitely go to my local Focus bike dealer and negotiate the bike price. And in my opinion, behaving nicely, being nice, nicely negotiating, you should definitely aim for a discount on this bike of approximately 15%. So, roughly speaking, if you are in the UK and the retail price is 3,500 British pounds, I would aim for the price of approximately 3,000 British pounds, maybe even 2,900 British pounds. If you are in the US and the retail price is $4,500, I would definitely aim for something about $3,700. If you get this bike for these prices, I truly believe you are getting a very good value for money. So, speaking about value for money, let's dive in and let's see what kind of components are you getting for your hard-earned money. We will kick off with the paint scheme of this bike. There is only one paint scheme for the bike, and this is this, I gotta say, beautiful metallic red, almost like a bit deep metallic red with the hint of white. Pretty classical paint scheme, but looks beautiful. In my opinion, I believe that Focus should offer at least another paint scheme, because these are expensive bikes to start with, and I truly believe you should have at least two paint scheme options. Now let's look at the frame and the fork of this bike. I'll start with the frame. So this is a carbon fiber frame from Focus with their Max technology. With the press fit bottom bracket, BB86 bottom bracket, 12mm through axles front and back, and these through axles are with the Focus R.A.T Evo technology, so that's a true axle with a kind of quick release on the end. Very neat technology, very easy to remove that through axle. Of course, the The frame is ready for the electronic or mechanical group set, flat mount disc brakes for 160 millimeters, and of course internal cable routing both for the frame and the fork. So definitely frame and the fork, carbon fiber max technology from Focus. Top-notch carbon fiber frame and fork from Focus, and if you quickly check the warranty, you will have a 6 years warranty on the Focus carbon fiber frames and forks. You just need to register the bike once when you buy it. So it is a decent warranty. Again, I wish that Focus would at some point extend the warranty on these more expensive bikes to a lifetime warranty, because as you know, some other manufacturers like Specialized, Giant, Trek, they can do a lifetime warranty. So that's one of the things that Focus could probably think about in the future. When it comes to the shifting performance on this bike, you are getting an absolutely brilliant Shimano Ultegra mechanical group set, Shimano Ultegra R8000, so everything from the shifters, front mech and the rear mech, it is a top-notch Shimano Ultegra mechanical group set. I always like to say that's the best value for money group set you can get on the market today. When it comes to the cassette at the back, this is again Shimano's Ultegra R8000 cassette. No cutting corners here, although in the technical specification Focus doesn't say what's the size of this cassette. Is it, for example, 1130, 1132? I would suspect this could be 1130 cassette, but this is something to check with your local Focus bike dealer. And personally, if it's not 1132, I would probably in the future upgrade to 1132. Chain, Shimano's HG701 chain, absolutely no cutting corners here, top-notch chain on the Ultegra level of equipment. Crankset, Shimano's Ultegra R8000, top-notch choice, no problem here. Again, Focus didn't give technical specification of the crankset. Is it, I don't know, 5236 or some other combination? Again, something that you can check with your local Focus bike dealer was the size of this crankset. Bottom bracket, as I was saying, Shimano's Press Fit BB86. Always keep in mind that when it comes to press fit bottom brackets, they are perfectly fine and they work perfectly fine with no creaking if bike manufacturers are respecting the tolerances basically given by bottom bracket manufacturers. So Shimano would give certain tolerances for their bottom brackets, press fit bottom brackets. So if the Focus respects those tolerances when making carbon fiber frames in the bottom bracket area, then of course there should be no creaking noises. When it comes to the handlebar, this is the BBB aluminium piece with 70mm reach, 125mm drop, nothing special to add here, simple aluminium piece, the same as the stem aluminium piece. In the future, if you really want, you can change these little pieces for some carbon fiber pieces, but definitely I wouldn't bother now with out-of-the-box components. Saddle is the Prologo scratch saddle. As I always say, saddles are a personal preference, and once when you find your desired saddle, please do keep it as long as possible. Seat post on this bike is of course carbon fiber D-shaped seat post with a 15mm setback. It's always good to include a carbon fiber seat post because it's definitely gonna soak up a bit of the smaller road bumps, and as you see, these D-shaped carbon fiber seat posts are all the rage now because they are aerodynamically optimized. When it comes to the braking performance on the bike, you will get the top-notch Shimano's Ultegra hydraulic disc brakes, 160mm rotors both front and back, absolutely no cutting corners, and as I briefly see from the images, these should be the Shimano's I-Stack rotors, this should be the R.A.T 800 rotors, so absolutely no cutting corners here. When it comes to the tires, these are Vittoria Rubinho tubeless ready tires, 25C tires, decent tires, but the only thing I would do in the future is once when you destroy these tires, I would move to 28mm tires, just because of more air volume inside. It's going to be a smoother ride and probably you're going to even have a bit more faster ride. weight of this bike is 8.1 kilograms, and they are saying here this is for the size medium, which is size 54. So I would suggest that size 56, which is probably going to be the most sold size for this bike, I would easily add another 150 grams. So even if it's 8.3 kilograms, it's a decent bike weight. Can't complain. This is like average what the other industry manufacturers can do, but it's always easy in the future if you really want to drop the bike weight to change few components and drop it for a few hundred grams. But definitely, even if it's 8.2, 8.3 kilograms, totally fine. I wouldn't complain anything special here. And also, one interesting thing here in the technical specification, Focus doesn't mention the wheel set, but if you check a bit more closely and read some data that they gave, this is the Novatec R5 carbon fiber wheel set. I mean, definitely amazing addition to the bike. And if we quickly jump to the Novatec website, so this is the R5 clincher disc wheel set with a retail price of $1,750 for a pair. This is 50 millimeters deep carbon fiber wheel set. And they say that the weight for a pair is 1,735 grams. When it comes to some other little technical specifications of this wheel set, as I was saying, I believe that out of the box it will come as a clincher wheel set, which means, of course, you're gonna need to use an inner tube in your tire. I don't think Focus will send you the kit to be tubeless ready. I'm not sure. This is something again to check with your local Focus bike dealer. But this carbon fiber wheel set, of course, for the disc brakes, 50 millimeter deep rims. As I see, the front weight 780 grams, and the rear wheel is 955 grams. This is 24 spokes, both front and back. And as I see, the hubs on this wheel set are, I'm guessing this is some kind of Novatec production, XD831 and XD312 hubs. If anybody has any experience with these hubs, please do let us know in the comments below. And this wheel set has an inner width of 18.3 millimeters. When I'm looking here on the Novatec website, that says that it's not possible to convert it to the tubeless, so then definitely this is just the clincher wheel set as it is from the box. So if you want the tubeless one, unfortunately this wheel set is not a good choice as you get it with the bike. So, I mean, decent wheel set, nothing special to complain here. I haven't used Novatec wheel sets. If anybody has any experience, please do let us know in the comments below about this wheel set. So, in a summary, I think it's an interesting offer from Focus. So, Focus Izalco Max Disc 8.8 for 2021 season, with the retail price of 3,500 British pounds. I'm sorry, or about $4,500 US. As I always say, you should definitely negotiate the price of this bike, and you should aim for about 15% discount. So what will you get for your hard-earned money? You will get a top-notch carbon fiber frame and fork, Izalco Max level, which is a 6 years warranty on the carbon fiber frame and the fork. You will also get the full Shimano Ultegra mechanical group set, so everything from the shifters, front mech, rear mech, crankset is Shimano Ultegra, cassette is Shimano Ultegra, chain Shimano Ultegra, absolutely top notch. When it comes to the braking performance, you are getting superb Shimano Ultegra hydraulic disc brakes, 160mm rotors front and back, and these are the Shimano's iStack rotors, absolutely no cutting corners. Some small addition of the carbon fiber seat post, always a good thing to soak up a bit of the road bumps, and definitely one of the highlights of the bikes is the carbon fiber wheel set from Novatec R5. A carbon fiber wheel set, and it's wrapped in the Vittoria Rubino tires. So, I think this is gonna be it for today. If you like what I'm doing, please do subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you are always notified when I make a new video. And as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Pura Vida!